What if men as we know them today are just a temporary chapter in evolution, perhaps lasting only a few million more years? Imagine a future where the familiar Y chromosome disappears, and nature invents a brand new sex gene to keep men alive. Sounds like sci-fi? Well, it might not be. Welcome back to Mind and Marvel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most thought-provoking questions in genetics. Could the human Y chromosome, which defines maleness, be slowly fading away? And if so, what would that mean, not just for biology textbooks, but for the future of men? This idea comes from decades of evolutionary research and recently resurfaced thanks to a new discussion in the scientific community. The reason it's capturing attention and sparking headlines is that if the Y chromosome really is dying out, it forces us to rethink what makes someone genetically male, and it challenges the assumption that XY sounds forever male. Here's the story. Once upon a time, about 300 million years ago, our ancestors had chromosomes that looked very different. X and Y were essentially the same, each with hundreds of genes. Over time, something changed. The Y chromosome became specialized for maleness, but also started losing genes. According to one influential estimate by evolutionary biologist Jenny Graves, the Y has already lost about 97% of its ancestral genes. If this shrinking kept going at the same pace, the Y might be gone in just a few million years. That's what made headlines. The Y chromosome is running out of time. Think of the Y chromosome like a big old library that's losing books over eons. At first it had thousands of books, genes, but over time, most shelves got emptied, until only a handful of essential volumes remain. But here's where it gets complicated. Not all scientists think the Y is doomed. Some argue that the gene loss happened mainly early on, and lately the Y has stabilized. For example, evolutionary biologist Jen Hughes, from MIT's Whitehead Institute, argues that in primates, including us, core Y genes have changed very little for roughly 25 million years. According to that view, what we see today isn't a steadily disappearing chromosome, but a shrunken chromosome that's held on to the essentials. The Y might be a fragile bit of DNA, but thanks to those critical genes, it may not be going anywhere soon. It's like a castle that's lost its outer walls, but still holds the keep. Small, fragile, but functional. As long as the core stays intact, the castle remains. Now, even more fascinating, other mammals already show us that a Y-less future can work. In multiple rodent species, the Y chromosome, and the traditional male gene on it, vanished entirely, yet the species survive. For example, in the spiny rat, a rodent species from Japan, scientists discovered the Y chromosome was gone, and the classic male-determining gene, called SRY, was missing. Instead, a tiny duplication near a different gene, SOX9, seems to take over the role of triggering maleness. This means, someday, maybe even in humans, sex determination might shift. Instead of XY to male, we could have a completely different genetic system, with a new sex gene. The result? Males might still exist, but genetically different than today's men. It's like rerouting a river. Instead of going along the old bed, Y chromosome, the water, sex determination, finds a new path, new gene. The destination, male versus female, stays the same, but the route changes. But, before you imagine a world without men, let's be clear, even experts warn against sensational headlines. The idea that humans will lose all males in a few million years is highly speculative. First, gene loss in the Y has slowed or even halted, according to some studies. Second, evolution doesn't move on a fixed schedule. Even if the Y continues to degrade, a replacement mechanism, like a new sex-determining gene, could arise and spread long before any dramatic collapse. And third, even if sex determination changes, that doesn't necessarily mean the end of men. It would just mean a different biological system. As with the spiny rats, life finds a way. So, what might humans look like in a few million years? Hard to say. Maybe nothing changes. Maybe the Y sticks around quietly, or perhaps somewhere in some population a new sex gene emerges and spreads. Over time, that could mean new forms of human sex determination. Maybe we'd still have males and females, but male might no longer mean XY. Or maybe, just maybe, humans evolve flexibility beyond our current binary system. Evolution is messy, surprising, and sometimes beautifully creative. What do you think? Could the Y chromosome really disappear? Or is it safe for now? Would you accept a new kind of human if evolution had other plans? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. If you enjoyed this mind-bending journey through genetics and evolution, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more curious deep dives. Until next time, stay curious.